What's up, everybody? We are back at the burn pit, and we are now going to watch our top men's elite division go, because so far today we've only had one athlete finish this stage. They were in the tactical division, so sandbags are going to be much heavier, and we're going to see who, if anybody, can complete this madness. It's all about sandbag work and then making your way to the firing line. The sandbag weight is going to go up, but the distance they must travel will go down. In our lanes, Chad Gross, Graham Holberg, Sal Hernandez, Jacob Hepner, and Spencer Panchik. We'll talk about where they sit on the leaderboard and some fun little accolades when they get going. Go! And they are underway. That's a 125-pound sandbag that they will carry 100 yards down and then 100 yards back. Woohoo! So we'll kind of just hang out here in the middle as they return. In the center of your screen, Sal Hernandez with a speedy start. Standard here is they must touch the sandbag to the distance. You can drop it or you can just touch it down and pick it right back up before you turn around. And then Sal on his way back to his left. Jacob, and then the rest of the group.
Let's go, Sal.
Good job, buddy.
So right now, Sal sits in first place. He's your overall athlete on the leaderboard with 100 percentage points to start day 2 of competition. Sal has already earned his ticket to nationals, so doesn't need to worry about that this weekend. Just looking to get more data points, more practice before our big main event in nationals in Texas later this season in November. And Sal will make his way to the firing line. And then we have the rest of the group, the rest of the squad, with a nice jog, making their way as well. Sal 1, Chad 2, Jacob and Graham approaching at just about the same time. 10 shots with the rifle. It's going to be about 118 yards out. Each round, they need to change which port they're going to shoot through. So here, everybody to the right, they are all deciding to shoot prone. It is athlete's choice. Then you have Jacob, different strategy, and the one leg kind of squat sitting on the back of his heel, and then Spencer also choosing to lay down. 10 shots with that rifle, then 10 shots with the pistol. You will just alternate between those two top ports, and that distance is going to be about 20 yards out. And Chad, first one done, and he's actually sitting in third at the end of day 2, or I'm sorry, at the end of day 1 at 92 percentage points. Trying to keep his name towards the top of the leaderboard, because Chad has already earned a ticket to nationals, but not in the elite division. He's earned it in the tactical division. So looking to upgrade his ticket for nationals. This second sandbag, 150 pounds. So the first round they had to go 100 yards down and back. For this second round, they go 75 yards down and back. Sal Hernandez will be the second one to go get his sandbag, followed by Graham running by right now. And it'll be interesting to see how this plays out, because watching some of the other heats earlier today, and even in the elite division, the front runner through 2 rounds, was not the front runner once they got to the 3rd and 4th sandbag. Chad with that nice grip, his hands intertwined. Sale too, grabbing those fingertips. And then Graham also crossing his fingers.
Go, Graham.
And Graham Holmberg, if you're familiar from the CrossFit space, he is an OG CrossFit Games athlete, going 4 times. He was the 2010 CrossFit Games champion. And then just a couple of weeks ago, he finished 9th at the 2025 Masters game in the 40 to 44 division. So I would actually consider this our CrossFit Games turned tactical games athletes, between all the way to the right, Spencer Panchik, been to the CrossFit Games, Jacob Hepner, obviously been to the CrossFit Games, and then Graham. So Sale done, Graham making his way back, but we already have Chad at the firing line to start round number 2. And Jacob and Spencer have a fun little competition going on. Jacob, using what we'll call his fancy gun, his fancy rifle, is trying to see if Spencer can beat him with the disadvantage. Going into today though, Jacob sits ahead of Spencer, so we'll see who has to wear a crazy patch at Nationals. That's their idea for losing the bet, apparently. Maybe we'll need to get something more entertaining, like a costume. Chad already on his pistol work. And now Graham at the firing line, starting his rifle, as well as Sale.
Hands up. There you go. Good. Come on, scope.
Chad Dunn will catch up with him in just a moment to see where he is with the sandbag. Sale, a veteran in our tactical games community, been to Nationals several times. Graham, this is his first time out here competing in tactical games, and with his athletic and fitness training, jumps right in to the elite division. Hepner now making his way to the firing line, as well as Spencer. And now let's go see what Chad's up to. He has to make the next sandbag 50 yards down and back, and this is the 200-pound sandbag. Still able, if you guys can zoom into your screen, we'll get closer in just a moment, but if you can see, he is still able to have his fingers intertwined, and as the sandbags get better or bigger, that gets more complicated. It's hard to get your body all the way around, but he is able to do so, meaning that he can get that sandbag nice and high. And at this point, he is widening the gap between him and the rest of the competitors. If you're new to tactical games, also notice that for our scoring, it is based on percentage points. If you're also familiar with, they call it Z scoring, it is similar to that, because you are rewarded based on how far ahead of the next competitor is. So if somebody is first and second, typically in the sport of CrossFit, it doesn't matter by how much. For this, it does matter how much, because it's going to change the percentage gap between you and that next athlete. So this will be the 3rd round at the firing line here for Chad. Big background in obstacle course racing. We saw him finish 2nd yesterday in our little trail hill run, and he says he's still bitter because it was actually Timmy, his brother, who beat him by just half a lap. So looking for a little bit of redemption today, maybe not against the rest of the field, but certainly against his brother. As we were talking about the fancy gun that Jacob's using. We are less than 10 minutes in with a 15-minute time cap. He's already almost done with that third round. Just needs to have 10 shots with his pistol here. Yep, and he had to switch because each round you must alternate between those top 2 ports with the pistol. And from what I can see, his pistol shots look pretty good. From where I can see, it looks like maybe he dropped 3. We'll have to check at the end. But now he's got plenty of time to work with the 250-pound sandbag. For this round, just need to go 25 yards down and 25 yards back. As the other athletes, actually Graham and Sal, struggling a bit with that 200. Sal trying to let himself breathe, undoing that plate carrier. Again, if you've never trained sandbags, wearing a plate carrier, wearing a belt, it's gonna feel a lot different than when you don't have all of the gear on. You think holding a sandbag, working with a sandbag, it makes it really hard to breathe, and adding your plate carrier just adds to that. But look at Chad. Honestly, he's a bit unassuming when you think of an athlete and even what a body frame is that would be successful with these heavier sandbags. He says, I might be good at obstacle course racing, but these sandbags, I've been putting in the work, and I'm going to show everybody what I can do with them. Nice deep breath, but honestly, he has nobody in his sights.
Let's go, Chad. Come on. Come on. Let's go.
And so with our other elite squad, this is exactly where they started to struggle, was that last 25 yards. But him even able to get it in that position where he can put his fingers together, intertwine them.
Stand up and walk. Let's go. Come on, Chad. You can walk that way. Come on. Come on, Chad. Step at a time.
And honestly, this will get it done. It's all about the grit at this point. But no other athlete has made it yet to that 250-pound sandbag. And at this point, no other athlete in the elite division has made their sandbag the 250-pound this far. So he has surpassed all of the other athletes, at least in the physical portion. So you'll notice that he'll rest now because fatigue is sitting in. Your CNS is tapped from all of the work that they did yesterday, between the strength erg, between the run, their quads, their hammies.
215, let's go.
And with that, that might get the work done. So just finding a way to get the sandbag across the finish line.
Let's go. Pick it up. Come on. 2 minutes.
And there's about 2 minutes left. He's just gonna inch it away. And now, as he's almost finishing, Graham Holmberg will just get to his 250-pound sandbag.
Come on, Chad. Let's go. We got 90 seconds. Let's go. Come on.
And with 90 seconds left, will he have enough time to get it across the finish line and make it to the firing line?
Graham, pick it up, man. Let's go. 4. Come on. Get it on the knees.
And then in the back, you can see that's Graham. And he is now making his way and drops it. Chad just has a little bit to go. maybe one more push,
Good, go.
and he is good.
Let's go. Let's go, Chad. Come on.
He got that dog in him. Let's go.
Hey, 50 seconds, let's go.
50 seconds. Making his way to the firing line. We'll let him get after that as we now watch Spencer now making a push just ahead of Graham with 250 pounds.
We got 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Let's go.
Pick it up.
Just 30 seconds. Spencer to the right, Graham a bit further behind him to the left. Graham back to work. Spencer getting it up. Just a little bit to go. Got to pass those blue lines. Sale now running back. Spencer knowing that that's going to probably do it for him. As well as Graham, as time has now expired. Wow. Wow. These sandbags, absolutely no joke. I mean, I'm speechless because what we saw, especially from Chad, was truly one of the most impressive things that I have seen. He out-sandbagged 3 CrossFit Games athletes. And again, his build is not what you would assume is going to be really good at sandbags, knowing that he has that big endurance background, obstacle course racing, like long, gritty, I suppose. And we're gonna chat with him. Chad, honestly, like, I don't even have words for you. So unassuming with your background and even body type to be good with sandbags. What do you give credit to being so efficient with them?
Lots of wood cutting over the years.
Wood cutting?
Yeah, my dad heats with wood, I heat with wood, so you get big old logs, you gotta throw them on the log splitter. So they don't weigh much more than a sandbag, and they're a little bit more bulky.
That is not the answer that I was expecting, but very interesting. When you got to that 250-pound sandbag, what was going through your mind?
I probably should have taken a couple breaks at the 200. It was just muscle fatigue at that point. The weekend's building on me, and that's the first time I've ever lifted a 250-pound sandbag, so wasn't sure.
The first time was that?
Yeah, well, I picked it up Friday when I got here.
But the first time you've done work with it and 25
Absolutely.
yards down and back, that's nothing to sniff at.
I got it down 25 yards. The way back, we just got it back down there.
You just got it back. You're sitting in 3rd overall going into today. I know that we spoke and you already have the ticket to nationals, but this time in the elite. What do you have to do the rest of the day to ensure that you get it in that division?
Actually, I already qualified for elite in New Hampshire, so I'm just out here having fun. I don't have any plans to go to nationals this year. It's just too much time off, so I'm just having fun this weekend with the brothers.
Okay, well, we love to see you.
Thanks.
Congratulations. All right, we'll have to update our notes. He did qualify in the elite division, not the tactical division, and not even looking to going, just looking to have some fun, which is what it's all about. We know that it's Jacob's out here looking to have fun. How's the body feel?
It was not that hard of a workout. This action is terrible.
Always interesting quotes from Jacob. Sale. The sandbags.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They always show up, and how do we always feel with them?
Scared, nervous, I'm gonna throw up all the time. Yeah, I know it scares the crap out of me. I didn't sleep good last night because I knew the stage was gonna hurt, and it did. But I shot well, so we'll see how it plays out.
Sitting in first overall, what do you tell yourself to just get through the hurt, just do what you need to do, make sure you get your shots, because that really is where you make up a lot of time.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I don't really see it as that way. I'm like, man, every stage is one individual stage in itself. And man, this is a thick field with things I am not good at. So it's things that I'm really bad at. So the physical part's going to kick my butt, but the shooting, I'll try to make up for it in the shooting.
Okay, well, congrats. Great to see you out here.
All right.
And that'll do it. So I think if you watched exactly what happened with Sal out there, and it looked like, okay, well, he's not in first right now. We're not going to pay attention to what's going on. You really have to remember that you can't out-fitness the shooting. Sal is one of the best shooters in our elite field, and he's able to make it up because he is sitting in first, or starting day 2 was sitting in first. We'll see how everything shakes out once they add these scores into practice score, but it just adds a little more interest for everybody as we continue going through these stages. But that will do it for us here at the sandbag hurting stage. We'll have much more on our YouTube and Instagram channel. Make sure you like, subscribe, share it to a friend, help the channel grow. We'll see you for the next one.